I'm trying to line myself up in my camera here. Good morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful sleep and welcome. Today we're talking about theta time. And theta time isn't for everyone. There is some disclaimers with theta time, and I'll just go through them now. People that have certain conditions should not necessarily practice theta time because it's during this brainwave that certain things happen. So if you're prone to seizures, epilepsy, or have a pacemaker, then theta time is maybe not for you. You should talk to your doctor first and see what they think about entering a practice of theta. But why I mention theta is it's a brainwave that actually allows us to enter a deeper state of our own intelligence. The time between sleeping and waking is powerful, and this is when we can access our inner genius. So let's get started. Because theta time is not only deeply relaxing, but it is a heightened and yet relaxed state of being. We're more creative, we have increased intuition, and our gut feelings are usually right on. It's when we feel tuned in, optimized for wisdom, healing, and perception. Yes, this is the time when we can heal our bodies. They say that during theta time, we're almost in a hypnotic state, which is a form of thinking which is very receptive. We do it naturally. So people that go and have a hypnosis session, they understand this. It is deeply relaxing, but we gain so much wisdom out of this form of thinking that it cannot be underscored. We can actually access the power of our subconscious mind while in theta and the collective intelligence of our cellular body, which includes imagination, memory, habits, and emotions. This is where dreaming and dream meditation states exist. So fun, isn't it? We can get into some more very, very cool human abilities. And this is where we can access not only the natural processes that are known to heal and repair our cellular body, but to create the perceptual shifts from our beliefs, our emotional triggers, and our responses. In other words, we're able to change the filters of our world, lighten the burden, and see life in a new perspective. Change takes place in theta. And it is also known that highly creative people and kids are in this brainwave more than us, and especially kids. It's the download, right? This is why kids learn so quickly. They can, they learn languages, they learn to talk and walk and start to manage their worlds because they are in this theta download brainwave. The amount of information and the speed of download is incredible. Theta state is also known as a state of flow because we're really in tune with the inner workings of our mind. And we want to engage in this process every day. I do. And this is when we begin to put things together between habit stacking and this initial waking state in the morning, which is theta time. So before our feet hit the ground, we are in theta. And so let's use it to our advantage, because when you have access to your subconscious mind, you have processing speeds that exceed 120,000 miles per hour, and you're downloading 40,000 bits of information per second. But you have greater insight, those aha moments that awake, but also what we do is we can enable a suggestion that's going to move us towards our future fast, because our subconscious brain is our best friend. It believes exactly what we say. So, for example, this morning I said, I want to have, or I will have in my future, 20 one-on-one clients that are rotating through my series, my 4-week series. So now what my brain will do will create the action needed for me to create that for myself. It's very cool. Our subconscious mind puts in process those tweaks of inspiration. Maybe I'll make a few phone calls today. Maybe I'll have a live conversation with a group. These are the things that enable us to reach the goal that we set during theta time. And also, our critical big thinker is sleeping. So it's not questioning our intentions and wondering how we are not going to be able to do that. It's also the area where it's like, there's nobody saying I can't, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. It's just no way that this is going to happen. Our subconscious brain is like our cheerleader. They are wanting the best for us, and they are going to have, or it's going to have input into manifesting that. Our deepest desires for our future, accelerating our abilities to learn and retain information and move towards our dreams by over 300%. So when we practice theta time, we achieve more of our dreams. Isn't that cool? Because this subconscious mind is so powerful and it believes in us and it supports us in our dreams. Its only purpose is to keep us alive physiologically, our heart rate, respiration, metabolic action, body temperature, all that stuff that we never think about. We'll think about if it can also move us towards our dreams without us thinking about it, just like it takes care of our heart rate, respiration, and metabolism. This is the key. It makes things possible. So it believes us. It does not recognize the difference between reality and fantasy, and it does exactly what we ask. So have you ever heard what Einstein did? We all know Einstein's came up with so much invention in our world today. But he used to sit, just imagine, here's Einstein. We'll just fluff up our hair a little bit. And he's sitting on a chair, and he's holding this bowl, this, I think it's like a Tibetan ringing bowl. And he has in his hand a little stick, say. And he lays this bowl on his lap. And then he holds this stick and he enters a state of theta by slowing down his breath to 5-5-7. 5 seconds on the way in, 5 seconds to hold your breath, and then 7 seconds on the way out. And this begins to slow down our mind, slowing down the brain wave that we're in and bringing us in a state of relaxation. And then we focus our breath and our attention on one thing. And as we feel ourselves drop off to sleep, you can see what might happen is that we would fall forward and this little wand would hit this Tibetan ringing bowl, bong, and wake him back up. Just enough. You know, you've been at your desk sometimes and you just can't keep your eyes open. You've got that feeling where you're nodding off all the time. Well, imagine if you could use that nod off time like Einstein did to find your most creative moments in life, to create the inspiration that you need to put you towards your greatest dreams. It's considered a bliss state. It's the bridge between physical and spiritual worlds. They say that this is where people tell the stories of out-of-body experiences, wake dream states, astro travel, profound insight. So there's all kinds of interesting human states that can arise when people become very in tune to this metaphysical world. But there's also caution to be had. Like I said at the beginning of theta time, is that we should be warned that people that have certain conditions like seizures and epilepsy or have a pacemaker where we want to keep our heart at the proper speed, maybe they should check with their doctor before engaging in theta time. And this is the key, right? We do it in a safe and manageable way. But theta time is powerful. And if you do want to practice theta time, that's how it happens. We have 5 brain waves that we pass through every single day. Beta is the normal awake stage where we're alert and conscious. And this is when our neocortex is engaged with rationale, reason, and lots of reasons why we cannot achieve our goals. But it also is the greatest, latest invention, if you want to call that, for humanity. It puts us above and allows us to do amazing things. So never underscore it, but it is the brain that tells you no. Alpha, we're physically and mentally relaxed, and yet we feel awake and drowsy at the same time. Delta is our dreamless sleep state, but we've lost awareness of our body. So we've all had those times when we're waking up and our body just feels dead to the world. You can't lift your hand. You've been in Delta. Theta, of course, is reduced consciousness. Consciousness just means awareness. It's a deep meditative state where we have REM, we have dreams, and we also have our light dream state. So much of the time that we are asleep at night, we are in theta already. And gamma is a smaller brainwave which has heightened sense of perception. So highly deep states of meditation. And that's theta time. So thank you for joining me for Focus and Flow this morning, where we can create our biggest freedoms and move ourselves towards our dreams naturally, drug-free, and in our powerful mind. You are a genius. These are skills that you naturally can grab onto to bring you towards your dreams. So thank you again. If you want to reach out, yes@lifecoachadele.com or text me 604-885-8236, and I'll send you a link where we can have a face-to-face conversation online. And until we do that, I want you to have a brilliant day. Bye now.